And as usual, Beast Coast have a crazy aggressive lineup with the Bloodseeker, Bristleback, Spearbreaker kind of leading the way. Press the attack is there for Ace. Doesn't look like he's going to continue on. Although he will hit Celery, who gets hit by the Nether Blast as well.
Boom's up here though.
Yeah, trying to get some heals up on the Celery, but Stinger's the one that's going to be dying here. First blood the way of Gaming Gladiators. 7 minutes in. I feel like Beast Coast are more comfortable coming back from behind. Is that just me?
I think a lot of the time it's also a consequence of how they draft, right? I think in this game, their laning will just inherently be weaker.
Six stack is sticking Napalm, but Celery is in the bot lanes. We're going to see the Inkswell connect in the meantime onto C Smile, trying to find a kill on Tofu, as Boom pretty much out of mana right now, as Smile continuing to chase Tofu, actually kill each other basically. So a 1-for-1. As meanwhile, top lane, K1 doing a little bit of damage. Ace will be able to get out with just a sliver of HP, but Gojira with the charge and K1 rupture. Okay, that was a little scary there for a second, but Beast Coast gets the better of that trade in the top lane.
Well,
as I say that, Gojira's dead. So Dyrachyo now in the top lane, level 6.
A bad look for him to be third on net worth, but a lot of their games we have, he's literally first for his team at this point, right? On Beastmaster, on Timbersaw, just ready to take over the game. Legion is a harder hero to do that on. Top lane, tower's low.
Yep, another Searing Chains coming in, and Centaur Stomp as well. Gojira just silenced perpetually, will fall, as well as that tier 1 tower, and now they're going on top of Pugna as well, so Stinger gets off the Decrepify, but Whisper is the real prize here for Gaming Gladiators. Another Stomp comes out with that slot.
Oh, the lasso got it off!
Is enough to take out Boom. Big turnaround for Beast Coast. They do lose 2, but they're just supports.
And Boom walking in melee range here, thinking he can get the kill, gets punished immediately. So, bit of a mistake from him there, to be honest. Uncharacteristic.
Indeed, and we talked about a lot of these players do not have experience on the stage, Cinder. So that is something to certainly keep in mind.
That's a lot of damage.
51,000. That's not possible. As Celery getting chased now by C Smile. He's going to get Reality Rifted onto the high ground, though. 2-second stun from Dyrachyo. Trying to face him. Ace with that duel will be the first victory of the game for him. As Gaming Gladiators trying to continue this onslaught. Looks like 2 is going to be the limit.
I genuinely think Beast Coast are in a better spot here than... Yeah, they're in a better spot than I would have expected, and I think than SPG on the panel as well was expecting. I think this is a... If you could freeze the game right now and have a look, East Coast are probably pretty happy over.
Dead. Boom. Dodging some spells here. He gets the Horsey off as well. Tofu. Looks like that's going to be enough to dissuade C Smile. He's going to get Searing Chains on. Ace coming in with the dual Inkswell combo. Batrider is TPing in to support his team. C Smile looks like he's going to be fine for now. Whisper with the lasso onto the Legion. Stinger in the vicinity as well. Gets off the Decrep, and that is going to be a nice turnaround kill for Beast Coast. Celery.
Yeah, a little early on the tip there, Dyrachyo. The team didn't get the kill.
We've seen that quite a bit this tournament, actually. Steering Chains coming in as well. Boom. Has to be careful, though. Inkswell connect. Looks like they'll find one. Celery healing himself, but eventually will go down. But the Centaur stop onto 2 out of nowhere. He will fall eventually, though. And there's a Chaos Bolt onto Gojira. He just respawned. Looks like he's going to drop pretty much right away. Blood Rights there from K1 as well. Does connect, but man, heroes are dropping left, right, and center, and K1 is dead as well. Dyrachyo just cleaning up. C Smile, last remaining member of Beast Coast, now on the run. He's going to grab himself a DD. There's the pig pole. Sadly, it does not give max speed, Cinderin. They cannot catch up this time. It is being scanned out, but it's going to be too late. Yep. So Gaming Gladiators the first Roche. Boom picks up the Aegis, and into an instant smoke. Yep, Aegis still 3 minutes to go, so expecting them to try to use it in some capacity, although they're trying to sync up their BKBs as well. We have the Blink Dagger now on CK and a smoke from Gaming Gladiators. There's the initiation with the duel, another victory for Ace.
Nice and easy.
30 damage overall. That'd be a nice change if that actually retroactively worked, Sundarin. That could be a nice quality of life change for our favorite Legion commander.
That's not what quality of life means, though.
For the Legion it is.
Oh, so a buff.
Something like that. Smile. All right, we got a lot of TPs from Gaming Gladiators. 2-second stun. Remember, they don't have the Legion duel this time, as Soulbind is only going to connect onto 1. They do take out Stinger quite easily, and C Smile left to his own devices. Looks like he'll eventually fall as well. So nice 2-hero cleanup for Gaming Gladiators, still with the Aegis intact. But do you want to fight into Aegis? another minute.
That is true. If they wait that out, probably wait that minute out, but then maybe you don't wait out the full. At that point, maybe you might as well. Like, how far away are you at that? Oh, well, never mind. They do want to go.
They want to go. Stinger, he's going to get dueled, but he's completely surrounded. Looks like he'll find the dual kill himself, but here comes the counter initiation from Dyrachyo. K1 getting extremely low. Will drop. That is a huge kill for Gaming Gladiators. Ace finally falls as Boom, again, just cleaning up left, right, and center, but CK's in a little bit of trouble. Gets a 4-second stun into his ult. C-Smile now has to run himself, but instead will have to go back to the fountain. 4 for 1 as Dyrachyo still getting chased. And looks like he's still going to be able to armlet toggle through this. Another Chaos Bolt comes out for him, and Dyrachyo lives.
Absolutely huge way that fight starts for Gaming Gladiators. Misreading the situation a little bit, and Gaming Gladiators just pounce on that immediately. Now they suddenly have a huge lead. It feels like moments ago that they were 2K ahead, and now it's 9.
Yeah.
And they're building towards big items.
Oh boy, press the attack. Duel with the Blade Mail. Trying to heal him up is Stinger, but it's not going to happen. And Beast Coast starting to crumble now. 2 quick deaths for them. Looks like Gojira barely gets out, but Gaming Gladiators doesn't really care because they're going to get a tier 2 tower in all likelihood as well. As Boom with the regen, BKB opting for a Lincoln Sphere.
That's a hella fast Wraith Pack, by the way, on Ench. 23 minutes.
Did you just say hella?
Hella fast.
Wow, that is so not a you thing. As we have the initiation, okay, they're gonna destroy Gojira, and now the Soulbind onto 2. K1 has to run away. The duel actually brings them both back. That is disastrous. But the buyback onto Gojira, can they do enough to come back in this fight? They're gonna lose the Bristleback to start. Another beautiful slight is gonna get yet another kill. They do lose their Legion though, but that was an interaction I don't think I've seen. We'll see as BKB nearing even for the Leech for Ace. So that is going to be adding insult to injury in all likelihood.
I like this from Beast Coast. I think this isn't particularly obvious. If they do it really fast, they might find a big profile kill. Okay.
Yeah, well, we got the duel. Bloodright is there. This is going to slow this down a bit as Whisper trying to run away, pops the BKB, but look, Gojira looking to die again. Dyrachyo is going to whip him. Looks like the Pugna is going to be the first to fall in this little mini engagement. Gojira stuck inside the tree, gets a bash, but overwhelming odds is enough. And really, Gladiators just getting everything they want.
Beast Coast not waiting for Lasso in this instance is I think it's a commendable play to try to play that aggressive, try to surprise your opponent.
Yeah, and also respecting their opponents. Some people would maybe try to push high ground there, but they did force the buyback, and they've seen Beast Coast defend high ground to a very high degree. Earlier today. Okay, onto the high ground we go. Instant death for Stinger. Believe that is a dieback for him. C-Smile trying to take out Tofu, but he's just teeping out right in front of his face. And now Chris Smile trying to kill this Wraith Pact. That's all he's focusing on. Finally gets it. A beautiful 20 gold for him. Woo! But now he's completely surrounded and brought down to his knees. Gaming Gladiators looking to take Roche and game number 1. I mean, technically both teams are doing that, so it's technically correct.
But not both teams are doing Roche, so you were right about 50%, which is pretty good for you.
Appreciate that. So you go to the shopkeeper, you negotiate a price, you get like 10K, and then 5 minutes later,
negative GPM.
You lose 20K. It deletes 2 items randomly after 10 minutes. That could be an interesting comeback mechanic. Ice Frog, I'm available to hire. Okay, so smoke up on both sides.
Somehow that was a way worse idea than what I was setting it up for.
As always, Stinger, he's going to be the first to get Searing Chains. Boom pops the BKB, the leash onto 2. Already a death on the side of Beast Coast. Tofu, looks like he's going to drop, but there's the duel onto Gojira. Another duel victory for Ace. As 3 dead already for Beast Coast. Onto the cliff, pulling an Arteezy. They know they're not in the tournament, might as well go out in style. Triple kill for Boom. And the only remaining member of Beast Coast is K1. We'll see if they have enough damage to actually do that. Now that the Phantasm Illusions are down, they'll at the very least, like you said, get 2 sets, and we'll see how disciplined they want to place. Man, that's an interesting choice.
Okay. I mean, I guess he doesn't want to swap out the treads. It just like shows how rich he is and the luxury he has of his itemization.
And this is looking like the last stand for Beast Coast in game number 1. Dyrachyo, not really too afraid. Actually, a nice bash back into the lasso. Remember, he does have the Aegis, so that's death number 1. Gojira's already dead. Stinger trying to heal him, but has to be careful as Boom's been hunting him all game long. Now all the damage applied to the CK, but gets the BKB and Phantasm off. K1 is just going to drop to the Illusions and Boom. And it looks like this is going to finally end game number 1 in favor of Gaming Gladiators as the GGs come out.
What an absolute smackdown. Gaming Gladiators, it looked like Beast Coast weathered the storm quite a bit for a while in this game and kept it close, but you get to the later portions of that game and Gaming Gladiators just completely outplay them, just destroy them.
I'm confident in Ember Spirit.
Okay.
They are 9-0. The hero just hasn't. They don't lose spirits. Boom is a beast. I'm not sure if the drive was enough.
I mean, you can do a lot with relocate, right? But that's not going to be in the mid lane early on. It's going to be later in the game that you're going to X mark someone.
Oh, Dyrachyo stunned to the tower, but a nice sleep from Celery, keeping Whisper at bay. Dyrachyo getting
He actually almost died
low.
anyway. He did.
Oh, Fade Bolt is enough, so Gojira gets first blood for Beast Coast. Oh, Dyrachyo wanted to go back in, knowing that the rest of Beast Coast fell back to that mid lane. Looking for a potential kill onto Whisper. They got some damage. Not a whole lot of mana to work with, though. Taking off the sleep is the Rubik. Stinger connected now to Whisper. It looks like they're going to go onto this Bane. Tofu is in the area, but not able to save his fellow support. So Celery down with that rebuke. Okay, Remnant. Okay, Ember Spirit out of nowhere. Boom with the slight. Double damage applied as well. They do end up getting the trade of these supports.
And CK is closing in on an armlet, so Ace as well will be scaling. And this is one of the offlane heroes that, in theory... Oh, hang on.
God, get that off the screen. Disgusting. Boom. He was smoked up for so long. They were actually very patient in that triangle. And Celery, with the first Fiend's Grip of the game, looks like it's going to lead to a kill onto Whisper.
It's very meaningful to have taken those tier 1 so you have more space to operate on. They've taken the top tier 1. The bottom tier 1 is about quarter health now as well for Beast Coast.
They're pinging out Ace. There comes the X. The Shark is coming. Connects easily. Spear as well. Just complete lockdown. They even bring K1 and Stinger to finish him off. Of course, that is a position 3 CK this game, but still a nice kill for Beast Coast.
I guess something worth pointing out is the Monkey King hasn't really been involved in much of anything. He's just been farming. They have been bringing the gyro a little bit to moves in order to find successful kills. He's got only 1 assist to his name, but they did bring him to another move that wasn't successful.
Oh, Arena,
so
but instant sleep
dependent.
from Celery. Still going to get pinned to the Arena. And it looks like he will fall shortly after him. With the counter initiation now from Gaming Gladiators, they still want to fight. Balance Strike onto 2. Remnants to come.
Oh, that
Finding
blind.
like a little bit of miscommunication there, but Gojira still falls. So 1 for 1. K1 now hooked up with Stinger. And boom, very little mana to speak of, but bottles up. And obviously there's a Coddle nearby, so he's good to go.
I think Beast Coast might want to try to fight now, but they need to be careful with getting into 5v5s. I think their goal should be to find an X mark or to find an arena and then use relocate and outnumber. Flat out 5-on-5 does not look great for them against
pops.
the
They know that somebody's close to this tier 1 tower. They don't know who, though. Phantasm
they got Whisper.
Yep, they got the Searing Chain. Spear's gonna whiff. Illuminate doing a ton of damage. He's brought back in and brought to his knees. First to die, Ace, though. Looks like he's gonna take the brunt of this damage with the boat into the Chaos Bolt, so ends up being another 1 for 1, but this time the offlane for offlane. A lot of these trades seem very even across the board. Looks like BKB is next up for him. Could see a lot of Aghanim Scepters on these Monkey Kings. Do you expect that to come out after the BKB potentially?
I'm not sure. I think the BKB into maybe a higher damage item.
Hold that horse, Cinder and Celery with the grip. We have the relocate coming. Boom, thinking about going in. Gets off the slight, but there's the Arena.
Nice
dodge from Celery. Looks like he'll still fall, but look at the commitment from Beast Coast to try to counteract this. They bring their literal entire team. Ace is here all of a sudden. He's going to get grip. That's the stolen grip from Gojira. Nicely done. Wukong's command from Dyrachyo. Not going to be enough to save his comrade at arms, but boom. If they can get this kill onto K1, this will be huge. Searing Chains. He's dropping slowly. Another right click. Not quite enough. Boom. Finally, with the sleight of fist, brings him down. Tofu will be the trade, though. And
Boom really wants to get more now.
Absolutely. He's dealing so much damage. Double kill for him. As Whisper has to be careful because Dyrachyo's still in the trees. Gojira instant telekinesis. Doesn't matter. The Boundless Strike is to come. Mischief keeps flying a little bit longer. Dyrachyo looks like he's going to be able to get out just fine. Man, that was close.
That was clutch as all hell from Dyrachyo to actually get away from that situation. Oh, Whisper actually guessed the tree, but he is too late on that TP. Notice Schofield getting the chains there, in range of the tower, so they get like extra hundreds of free damage, and they set up for the Blink Spear.
That was nice.
And even trying to get Dyrachyo there, so close, but very clutch on the jump away. He died though.
He did.
So he didn't die in that clip, but that was the setup for him to die in live. They can telekinesis out, they have relocate, they have ghost ship. So they have more options of resetting and disengaging, and I think the key hero to look out for will be Boom on that Ember to try to chase down and kill the supports. You want to kill Io and Rubik here.
A1 getting slowed down. Nightmare setup. Boundless Strike is there as well. Chaos Bolt as well. Whisper gets off the arena though, but they've lost the gyro. And now Whisper running away. The rest of his team was trying to go for a gank in the top jungle to try to wrap around, but it ends up costing them 2 cores.
Awesome Nightmare from Celery on the Io.
Stinger.
Couldn't do anything.
Trying to run away, still attached to the teammates. Dyrachyo and company look to be finishing off their 3rd hero. Ace awkwardly up here. Still has his TP.
Very well done by the Gladiators.
So Gaming Gladiators with that 5K lead now and Aegis. They got, I believe, every Roche last game as well. So
I think so, yeah. It says a lot about Wraith Pact when you start buying it on Bane over Lens. That is very telling about how good this item is right now for these pro teams, because that has been the stable item for Bane for seemingly ever, has been to get that Lens. Oh, they catch him.
Initiation. They find Stellar again, but Boom
Free pick.
wasn't inside, so they'll have to settle for the support. And again, we talked about the Celery. He's fine dying in these situations.
Yeah.
I think that, I mean, the animations are faster, right? So I wonder if that works similar to the old shard for Monkey King, which I think are talents now. Is Dyrachyo trying to chase? Little does he know there's Monkey King. Oh, they're on the same tree! Who chopped it? Gojira! That is unfortunate for you, Dyrachyo. That was sick.
Wait, were they on the same tree?
Yes.
And he cut it and they both got stunned.
And here we see the replay. Okay, so there's the first jump. And the second, the Battle Fury's off cooldown. He does chop it, and they are both stunned. Oh, I thought he wasn't stunned because of the Aghanim Scepter.
Oh, right.
K1 getting slowed perpetually. We'll be able to get back to base, but it doesn't look like Gojira is going to be so lucky. So another kill for Gaming Gladiators, still with the Aegis advantage. Looks like Daedalus is going to be next for Dyrachyo. And this tier 2. BEASTCOAST being a little bit annoying.
Celery could make a big play here.
Okay,
Nightmare
Celery
grip, but he is
gets off
missile.
the grip. Here comes the Ember Spirit. Another sacrifice for Celery. If they're able to kill K1, this will be worth it. BKB still down. Looks like he's going to drop, though.
Where's the tether?
70 seconds of no gyrocopter. Smile forced to BKB and run away. So another defensive BKB usage from BEASTCOAST. You can see as they clean up, Stinger on top now.
He got the shard from...
Oh, yeah, you're right. He has it in his quick buy.
Yep.
Maybe he'll buy it for a teammate. If only that worked. Maybe for Alchemist, that would be an interesting change. I like that.
Oh.
Okay, on to Smile we go. For Gaming Gladiators, has to pop his BKBs. The Mars Arena from Whisper, the BKB from him as well. Again, focusing on Celery. Looks like they'll find him eventually, along with Tofu as well. Buyback, though, onto Celery's. Dyrachyo gets off that Wukong's command. Both supports dead for BEASTCOAST as K1 attempting to get out, but a nice Boundless Strike onto 2. Dyrachyo cleans up K1. Whisper left all alone, and it looks like he is next on the list for Gaming Gladiators, and they have extended this lead to 11K.
First lane of Barracks goes the way of Gaming Gladiators, and they're just looking like the stronger team.
Yeah, they have been on another level today, for sure. And I think they were quite angry with their performance against TSM. Of course, nothing to take away from TSM as they played extremely well in addition. So 2 sets of racks for Gaming Gladiators, as now BEASTCOAST about to get their full lineup back from the fountain. It looks like Gaming Gladiators might want to still fight. Boundless Strike. Now on the retreat they go, but there's the Nightmare onto Boom, so the rest of the team has to stay. Forstaff, there's the arena, but the BKB pop from Boom, and again, focusing on Celery. That is essentially a dieback for him. Now the focus on the K1 and company.
But Boom is out of remnants.
Yep, okay, the Rebuke. Oh, that's a double kill for Whisper. Ace finds 1 kill in the meantime. He gets out the Phantasm as well. Inside the Wukong's command. Down goes Gyro again. No buyback. And the buyback comes out from Boom, so he can get back extremely fast, and this looks to be it as Gaming Gladiators knocking BEASTCOAST out if things continue. So BEASTCOAST with a very good run in this tournament, but it looks like it ends here. On to the Ancient they go, so Gaming Gladiators, GG is called. Very, very impressive performance from them.
Yeah, definitely a team to look out for now for the rest of the bracket. If you add your question marks, I think they've been turned into exclamation marks for me. Very, very dominant today. Not really a very close series overall.